round number 2.
Okay, no hard for this one, but honestly, we'll take it. Chat, watch out. Need to put out epic pen.
Coming on both sides, if I'm not mistaken, your dust.
It does seem that way. Obviously, the guard won the pistol, so they're able to buy up a little bit here. But we're seeing that the attacking side definitely has something.
Okay, right, we're back, chat.
They are definitely a team that likes to roll those stingers, and they're going to try to go.
This is the guard. Guard one pistol. We're going to the eco.
That fragment placement gives Jonah a little bit of breathing room.
That's a nice knife.
Over through backside halls. We'll find one, and no one checks Jonah in the corner. Trades are decent. Nismo able to get a couple to back, but Tech's still creating a lot of time and space for the rest of the team to rotate over. And yeah, no worries there. We're back into the mix, and the guards start us off hot.
Yeah, that revealed 4, that knife did, and then the suck came in, and they were stuck.
Wait, did they force?
That Ryan.
Oh, really? They forced this?
Everyone got destroyed.
Fair enough.
Sorry, we're trying to work ourselves back to the
Oh yeah, you're right, Chad. They did force this. Do you know what? I'm struggling about the hard. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, big force, and they lose this one as well. So it's a massive round. Yeah, massive round for the guard looking on.
Just joining us. The guard is up 2-1 for the series in this best of 5 in these grand finals. Only one can win.
And get low by now, so they're going to be buying full into this next one. But this is a chance for the guard to start stacking up. Obviously, relatively, they're halfway there. They can get close.
The guard owns the head-to-head over M80, having beat them both times they played this map thus far. And they're off to a good start here, 2-0.
Agreed.
M80 into another little
knife goes in over towards A main, hits 4.
I mean, M80 are going to get a lot of space.
It's 4 and then the turret shoots, so they know that they're all. Yeah.
Going to be quick to come around the back. Koala Noob under a little bit of pressure does dash away from net, so he keeps his life. M80 not going to commit forward through that play. Instead, regroup over through mid. And they've got the option here. They could actually just try to overwhelm and isolate by hitting this all together or rotating back. It looks like they want to do the former of the two.
The thing is, there's such a forward angle from Tex on B side that they're able to kind of keep this grouping on the A site, as well as they do have the Killjoy utility kind of keeping tabs on B link. They're also watching for any type of
alarm bots everything at the moment. Gives information that they can't go over towards here, so they can keep this heavy stack.
And this is the one of few teams that have been able to shut down enemies' attack on Pearl.
Here we go, Jonah P stepping in, tries to drop his own fragment. John Cutie just going immediately for the plant. That's a nice call for M80.
Pretty good to get a plant here. Good plant. They get over towards art heavy. It's not looking too bad.
M80 will back over towards art side.
That helps.
The guard on their retake now, working their way forward. Lots of utility now in their way. All of a sudden, they have to be the ones to clear things out. Good shock dart usage from Trent. Moves
Sander playing super far back. I think he just used Astra Slack.
And now it's down to who chows first. And Net will find the first blood. Trent trying to stick for the defuse, but the help comes through perfectly. EU trying to get it done himself, but
alright, good damage in the end. We've got armor rebuy, 3 guns.
That went from very quiet
not bad at all.
to frags breaking out very rapidly for the guard, as they are going to go ahead and move up 3-0. Again, you got to think about the extra variable that's now in play. The mental fortitude of these two teams to sit through the pauses, sit through what's gone on so far this game, where both teams essentially stole each other's map picks to kick off the series. Then Bind was the mystery box, where we had no clue what to expect from M80, considering they had never played it before. Koala Noob playing
they get the op out
for the first time ever in his
as
career.
well on this. This might be pretty devastating. Money's good for a few of these as well.
The final map of
big,
these two teams'
big round for M80. Set them back a little bit.
PCT, whoever becomes victorious, of course, being in that league for the next 2 years, the losers will have decisions to make going forward.
Man, it feels like the knife is doing so much right now. That hit 2. Every single knife so far has hit like 4 or 2, just multiple people. They get good info. With the information here, they decide to push heavy over towards middle. They're going to have to flood this site early. There's a lot of people here. I was going to say, Valen does have... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, Jonah did great. Do they want to res? Nope. Just playing 2-on-1. Nismo can at least give info. Holy hell, that lineup was so close. Okay, so M80 win, but it's that same thing, where they win a round with just one person alive. So this might be a really important round. Man, I thought it was the double kill, especially when the KO died at the same time. I actually thought it was the double.
A lot of different ways out of this one. But M80 to get it done, and that was a very needed round.
Yeah, I thought the same cover.
Beginning to create that dominant
Jonah did
defense
fantastic.
Oh, so well known for on this map, especially against M80. They have always been solid defensively against this team. They seem to have the formula on how to hold this
Knife
team
goes
off,
in over towards B. Did
that
that hit 2 again?
They'll follow it up with another full
Looked like he
buy,
might
low
have.
buy here for the guard on a couple of their players, Tex and Net. A little bit worse for wear.
Okay,
But still for
A main
Tex,
take,
only
they
one
decide
off
to
the
put the
Young
alarm
Guys
bot
out.
down,
That
so they have
seems to
turret
be the
watching
idea here.
deep,
Tex actually
far back
stepping a
middle in
little
case they
further
push, and then
forward
they
in
had
that
an alarm bot
five-ball
here, which
position,
he's
but
just taken away,
eventually
I
backs down,
think.
only getting a little bit of Xander, and now the offense starts to make its quick wrap over towards the B site.
Indeed, they do. All 5 looking to push. Again, M80.
Drone clears all in middle.
But that up-tempo playstyle looking to go for the attack. A pop flash peek goes wrong.
This Mo is anti-flash the whole time here.
Just stuck in the back of the slide. Tex will try to join him in the back halls, but they're getting pressured everywhere.
Oh my goodness. It's just so much utility.
Oh, that util was great.
And
everyone swinging together.
Defenders on the site. Net 1v3 still very doable. First shot's decent, almost got the snap down over to EU, but not to be. And with that M80, we'll bring it back
2 people
3-2.
alive.
And with that,
2-4 on top of this, they have a decision to make because the money's like kind of close to buy, and they have a lot of ults, but probably just going to low buy
They're going to
this.
go a little bit of a halfway approach, you know, get some shares, get a stinger, give yourself some chance, especially if Tex can break out Bladestorm and make a play happen, then you can use those ults if you feel like there's a way back in the round. If not, no harm, no foul. You tie it up, you get a full buy next round, and you have all the alts at your disposal. So, I mean, they really kind of have the dealer's choice on how they want to play this situation out. And so with that, it's still very dangerous for M80 despite having the firepower advantage.
Yeah, Guardian has also been purchased here for Jonah B. So long-range pressure could still come through, but
Was a low buy, so maybe the risk was worth it.
Trent,
I don't
wouldn't
know.
think about
Either
doing
way,
that, brother. And
they
he
get
will
punished.
hold his ground, and we'll continue 4v5.
I'd much rather see that on on a low buy than a full buy.
And meanwhile, they are kind of keeping tabs on any type of B push with the positioning of
But yeah, a
John
little bit
Cutie.
bold to do it, Vastra.
Looks like, again, they just want to gather and trade. That's M80 style. Bunch up and brawl. But we see Trent. Great frag. Oh, nearly
Oh, the flash is incredible, right? Oh, it was really close to getting a lot of people there.
Good mitigation from M80. Got a little tight for a moment. There we go, 4v2. Prowler will clear out the initial staircase over towards Art side. Net, timing-wise, oh.
It's right now.
Sure
I've been there, man. I was there in deathmatch. I get it.
Gets a reset, dives on in. Only 3 lives remaining. Now just the single one. Can he reset? No. There's a rifle waiting for him, but also
Alright, 3 in a row. Not too bad at all. Was just a low buy for the guards. Any kind of timeout potential.
Yeah,
We'll see. They have a lot of ults into this, so there's definitely some options for both teams. One away as well for both of these. Ults are pretty important here, so maybe both teams fight over towards A main again, to be honest.
A lot of these round wins have not been easy on M80.
No,
they've had the battle for them. This one was a little bit cleaner, to be fair.
Don't make him feel worse.
Had a chance to cause disturbance, but just
Wait, that's outrageous,
land
man.
the
Come on.
mark.
Behave yourself.
So they survive with 3 players on this round. Their cleanest win yet, I would think, of the half.
Oh.
And this is a big round here to kind of see how.
Damn. Jesus.
Wow.
That's a sure. It's a lot.
The only thing in their way is an alarm bot. So that will create some problems here for the guard to think about. And oh, Tex, talk about wanting one back. He's going to want to try to take it back, but no. Has to dash off. Cosmodivide comes through for the offense, and he's looking to go quickly, but
Yeah,
Tex
not a
still
bad
standing
time.
tall. Nightfall also in the midst. But
Nicely done in the end. Nice trades. Jesus, look at these trades. Every single time they float over towards the Saints. Damn, okay, every single time. Yeah, it's really impressive.
Massive props to Tex for holding tall.
Dude, you have to give
Yeah,
props
I
for
felt
Tex
like
for
Tex did
holding
great.
on to his grit despite the initial misses. When he misses that first opportunity, that's a rare miss.
I like
He's
this
holding
though.
the angle.
Everyone
Someone
seems
swings
to
him.
know
You
that the
feel like he hits
afterpants
those
are
9
just
out of 10
super
times.
strong in
And then
this,
he tries to
so
go for the
at least the
aggressive
guard are
second.
just
He doesn't
fighting
really
crazy
hurt,
heavy.
but he's
They're doing the
no.
best to make sure that
Tex
these plants
stands his
can't happen.
ground. Look at how much pressure he's in this moment, and he still delivers his second frag on TEU.
So yeah, none of the
For Trent to
retakes,
play off.
none of the
That
retake
is
business
just
that we see on
brilliant from
Ascent.
Tex.
The complete opposite
Again,
on this
shake
map,
off those
just straight
first
up just
couple of
fight
misses and
heavy
just
over
keep that
towards this. They're
confidence.
using their
That's
util
beautiful.
very freely to get information as well.
Still have a lot of ultimates on both sides, and another
Like
full
early
purchase
info.
coming through here for round 8. Hunter's Fury, Cosmic Divide, Lockdown, all earned and ready to go for the guard, whereas there's a Lockdown and Null Command on the other side here for M80, taking their time this time around.
Yeah, again, M80 usually just like the fast-paced A hits or fast-paced mid plays. This time they're kind of doing something in between by slowly approaching middle, but not overshooting either direction just yet. Tex trying to hold this forward angle with the operator over towards art position. Does find the target he was looking for in Koala Noob, but is able to get away. No missing this time.
Man,
as the rotation starts to make its way through,
I
Link,
hate with a passion
a lot of the defensive
overview doesn't have a mini-map.
So there will be an opportunity for M80 to get a little bit further forward. Still a very dangerous peak, and largely would come down to Xander maybe even create a little bit of a space time through long. Null command out, and lockdown also getting spent at the same time from the defensive side. Fragment trying
doesn't feel like the nade hit proper, right?
But no,
yeah, that's gonna stick.
Defensive lockdown still is here, and oh boy, M80 were banking on that hitting, and now so a detainment comes out. Storms are in. Xander's getting chewed up. Defensive Cosmic Divide is through, and we've got a stalemate on the on the zone.
Indeed we do. M80 finally able to get in on the plant.
God, there is so much on this. They managed to get the plant though, but at what cost? Oh boy. Incredible damage. 1v5. Okay, nicely done. Nice retake from them.
Yeah, I mean, everything. I think
yeah, that was really, really strong. They did their best to kind of stop the plant. It still came in anyway, but they did so much damage. Like, they got the plant, but it was kind of like at what cost?
The moment that they don't, a player gets detained, another player gets caught in a nano swarm. Trent's able to pop off. You know, Hunter's Fury, where the clock is very tight and M80 are kind of forced to commit to a plant. Trent's able to use kind of process of elimination to start tagging the right areas. Net cleans up after the tag. Trent finds
3 ults for this one, though.
There on Xander. I mean, it was just...
Yeah, Bacon.
One of those situations
Server
where,
died.
yes,
Server died, didn't come back.
From M80,
so maybe some kind of internet issue.
Network. Reactions to the opportunity were brilliant.
Big time, big time. So after 3 rounds in a row, the Guard now all of a sudden have put 2 to their name, and M80 will call a pause to try to talk about things. I think a lot of this has been, we haven't really seen many post-plant setups. This has straight up just been a straight up slobber knocker on most of these 2 sites.
Again, we knew that these 2 teams were coming into Pearl feeling confident. Both these teams have played this map to a very high level. I mean, yes, we did see a loss to Union by M80 earlier on in the group stage on this map, but it was a map that required multiple overtimes, and it was damn near could have gone either way. Outside of that loss to Union, they had won their other 4 games they had played over the last few months. Their, again, only losses come from the Guard, both of which were kind of one-sided, if I'm honest. Particularly the last meeting, it was very one-sided in the Guard's favor. Meanwhile, you look at the Guard, and I mean, again, they've beaten M80 twice. They beat Union in the playoffs. Their only recent loss was
there's a lot of Liquid fans there. Like 3 of them or something, 3 or 4 of them. All right.
Again, both teams with a pretty solid resume. Both teams fairly comfortable on both sides of the match, statistically speaking. But the Guard just look a little bit more amped up.
Killjoy, if they wanna.
Feels that way. Their corrections coming after the 3 straight rounds from M80 definitely notable. Is now all of a sudden the attackers.
The Astros are bold today.
Hindered by 3 stingers.
On the low buy rounds, the Astros are really bold. There's a flash behind this though, so I didn't mind it too much.
Opportunities for a post plant if they can find a way to get the spike down.
Oh, timing here. Jonah P nearly caught Valen, able to play Guardian Angel through the smoke spam. And now Jonah P comes forward. The flash comes
incredible flash.
Nismo gets a couple, and he's able to get it into a 3 versus 3 and some weapon upgrades on top of it.
Yeah, the trades are decent, all things told here.
Killjoy.
It's going to be 2 rifles. Xander is not in position.
Fully against it. Might honestly just go join the main Killjoy.
But still, there's an opportunity for him to kind of feel things out at A, where this rotation through Art is on the way. Alarm bot will be the first thing triggered. Nano swarms to be held onto by Net. At least initially speaking. Lockdown could
Trent hears them, perfect timing.
Oh,
nice from John to understand that this might be happening. Astrosuck? Oh, it's close. Wait, Net's wild, man. Why? That's so good.
Net gets a second. Now it's down to Xander versus Tex. 1v1 situation. Xander
nice shot.
Man,
Net
6-3 to the Guard.
Insta swings back after all this is going down. He's in an Astrosuck, he just stays alive, gets into his own smoke and then just sends it back out. It was actually really sick. They're just not expecting him to do that. It was just pure confidence. It was actually so good. 45 HP as well, he gets, look at this.
smoke
the
against
smoke
John Cutie,
went.
and it's
Smoke
somehow
went,
able to
so we
find a
kind of had to
second
do it
frag,
anyway.
and it gives Tex a
Alright.
chance. It gives him a fighting moment to try to win out the 1v1, and he gets it done. A headshot just to add some extra accuracy for icing on the cake, and it's now 6-3. And that was a tense one, and the guard somehow found a way through it.
Thing is, caveat to all that, M80 was just coming in with Stinger, so it's still a relatively punishing round. You can keep the bank accounts level for the guard. They don't snowball, at least technically speaking. But still, late into this first half, the guard have gotten past the halfway point.
So it kind of looked like they had a timing here, but honestly, majority of the time, like a drone going in, when you know the op is in, is normally to set up the op. So that's why these two didn't want to try and take the timing that some of you might felt like they had. Killjoy goes in. It looks like there's a sliver that they can stay in at the back. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, they're fighting real heavy. Whoa! 1 HP.
Still will allow M80 to jump on. Trent will be detained here backside
Trent
yellow.
sticks in it, potentially to try and see if they will go and hunt him.
How do you set up this post plan? Tex backs up and avoids. Oh my goodness! Xander down low initially. Quickscope comes out. Now to a 2v2. EU's on a single point of health. John Cutie fully healthy with light armor. And the retake for the guard is coming in tandem.
1 HP on site.
Around the back. EU's holding right on top of the spike. Down low, no, EU gets 1. Again, on 1 HP. There's the gravity well. Should be an easy finish. Now Valen, does he get a read in the last one? John
Nicely
Cutie in the
done.
corner.
I mean, EU did everything.
And M80
Did everything. Managed to get net with the trade over towards here on 1 HP, and then sticking here on the middle of the site, getting that kill, and then kind of going out in the open, so he could at least find out where the player was, so that his teammate could win. He played it perfect.
Even though he whiffs the Blade Storm, he hits a crazy op shot, nearly hits another there onto EU, but EU holds on. He wants it with 3 frags on the round, and then John Cutie left on the stone unturned, able to finish the job, and so M80 finally catch a little bit of wind in their sails. A really nice execute and really well managed post plant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, one person gets hit by it, everyone else hides. Drone. That was the same person that got hit.
Oh, that's
oh, what a dart, dude. A Trent's utility game off Sova is just, it's unreal.
And he, of course, attacks a lot of presence
over on the last round.
Yeah. Looking to go for a faster paced A play as well as getting orb. Now they've been
I mean, both teams, really. They lose this. It's not going to be the best for Spy, but...
Again, we do have Jonah P kind of jiggle peeking long B just to kind of keep tabs, and they're keeping their A defense.
Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4 with that knife. Cross map.
This whole setup for M80 was trying to bait something towards B with EU making a move. He's sending out both of his prowlers, but I mean, look at the defense. Jonah's already saying, all right, I mean, if they don't commit in the next 20 seconds, then I'll go back. But for the time being, he can lean towards A. And he will second guess this. Yeah. Thing is,
transfer lock, pretty sure it's just after last chance qualifying.
Indeed.
It's like end of this month, maybe middle of August.
Trigger, and then, like you said, the lockdown available, and he's already popped it.
Yep.
And now what are they gonna do?
Killjoy buys a lot of time. KO gets here. KO has an aid as well. Damn, they go for the plant. Nismo just gets the plant in. Yeah, that's a real sacrifice. No way he's gonna stay alive. That's sick. What a hero play.
Shrugs off the status effects of the detainment.
Nicely done from
Tex. That's huge to shut down the potential pitch.
It's a really good plant. It's a hard retake.
Early for the guard's retake. Can they win these gunfights at range? That's what it's
I don't think Valen has any more stars.
Operator is being a huge X factor, but Xander up top, EU down low, they go back and forth. Just down.
They're both low. Oh, he was getting one back.
Both players are low on health. And Val will try to get this to half.
Dude, did they? Okay, holy hell. I was thinking it's taking a while for them to spam here. Do they not hear it? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they manage to squeeze together in terms of this Spy. I think there's 3 of them that's going to have a rough time. There's 1,
that Cosmic Divide lasted just long enough to give Nismo safe passage to get the plant, get the team, but get away safely. And get into good post-plant positionings at long B.
Texas 1 away from knives, honestly. They're probably going to play for that.
When you have players able to play long B like this, your only hope is to really try to get that op out and work and use some long-range battles to your advantage. And while Tex was able to get 3 when it was all said and done. It wasn't quite enough. M80 get the job done. Both teams
3-person go aggro over towards B main. Yeah, that's what it was. They went for it. This is a perfect flash once again from Nismo. Oh man, this flash is everything.
That won't work out. Only gets the one trade.
Bro, stop with these flashes, man. What the hell is this round?
Wow.
Sure, dude. You do that 4 flash assists.
Just one of those rock, paper, scissors type situations, wasn't it? Both teams elect to fight heavily on long B early round. And both teams had the numbers there, and so it's just going to be an all-out brawl, and M80 comes out on top as they so often do in those chaotic situations. That's what they pride themselves on, being a wild, aggressive team that can handle the chaos, and they really pave a way into this half. They were looking well behind, and now it's all even.
Oh, yeah. Wow. What a half.
Yeah, it was a good comeback in the end. From the 3-0 down, the force buy, not too bad. And I think this map is relatively even now, honestly, with the changes over towards B, as long as you like play it properly.
Favor on the pistol towards the guard, statistically
Nismo, 17 assists. 17 assists in one half.
It's just as good as their offensive side is. I mean, it's just kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yep, very true. We've seen them do both at different points in time throughout the year. The guard has typically done it one way or the other. The first time they beat M80 was because they had a 9-round defensive half first half and didn't really have to do much work on the attack to close.
Right.
The next time around, they started on attack and won 8 rounds and didn't have to do much on defense to close. This time around, they're kind of somewhere in the middle, Chip, where they are going to have to.
Where were we? It was this, right, chat, for pistols?
Right.
It had been 1-1 every single map, I think.
That's the thing about both these two teams on these individual comps.
Logic, thank you so much, Logic Valor, with the gifted over towards Koala. Thank you so much for that, Logic. Let's see if it gives him any kind of boost.
This is all about how long can Nismo stall. That's simply it.
Chat, see some slug approves for the gifted. Thank you so much for that, Logic.
Could be nasty.
They're doubling back through Art, though, but it's still going to be a flank potential. It'll be interesting
so
to see
they
if they
go
can pick
push
up on
3-passing over towards middle. They kind of locked them in here.
So
I say kinda. They blocked them in here.
May have taken middle.
Maybe they're approaching.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They absolutely must, and they do.
Oh, just a wide swing from Valen. Huge heads-up play. EU,
don't think the gifted helped him. Look at that.
Set up over the top, but the flash comes through. Xander gets pulled off.
Oh boy!
In, and Jonah P will use that
Sends it through his molly. Is he just going to insta go for this? Guy's crazy. But honestly, this is going to work so well. They're not going to expect him here. This is a kill.
And oh my goodness, Nismo has absolutely
Dude, his instant decision making is like pretty impressive.
Usain bolted through his own fragment.
That one doesn't count, chat.
And then gets in the back lines and wreaks havoc. And now it's just 2 left for M80
Blitz was taken. What's up, Blitz? How we doing with the Prime? Thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you, dude. And Keen brought as well. Student from Omen. What's up? What's up? Welcome into the slug.
Here comes the check dots. John Cutie, the opening double, though. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. Just down to Trent. John Cutie gets the halfway recon bolt down.
Oh, he had a chance. Yeah, he actually had a chance there. Or is it like 3 bullets? Damn. Double pistol on this one. First one in the series, I'm pretty sure.
Ain't no easy rounds today on Pearl. With so much on the line, every single moment seems to take everything from these 2 squads to stay alive. But Trent does get the clutch. The crowd is amped, and I mean, you have to be when you see rounds like this. It looked like the guard had that one dead to rights, 4-on-2 post plant, but then M80 come out swinging, really challenged nicely, but the guard do just hold on. But now we have the force up from M80 with these marshals and Ghost. Not looking to lie down, looking to fight right
double
away.
Pistol, like we said, they get
know how
double marshal. Stacking orbs over towards Jonah.
Both marshals went to B long here, so it will just be the Ghosts in and around A. And against SMGs, a Bulldog and a Guardian, that's a tough battle. Early rotation from Koala Noob trying to get there. Aldrone scouting things out. One tag comes through, but the guard does not find the
feeling it
on the
after
kill.
that one.
Back away.
Trying to avoid the stack. Question mark created here though, and this comp, not great at clearing question marks. It's like the only thing that you kind of miss with the Sky, I guess.
It could be an A execute, and this is maybe going to give them the timing window they need to just splurge onto this B site with free passage. As they're all coming through long now, just one player stands with the Marshal between them and a spike plant. It's going to be EU.
Oh, misses his first chance. Does keep his life. Does
hit the body.
Second opportunity, but even though a body shot lands, the guards still find the first 2 kills. Spike will be planted here. Spam shots coming out. It actually stops Jonah P from playing.
Yeah, they went for the bold plant, nearly got the spam off there.
Doable. Pending, of course, they can find kills. And the problem is the post plant all retreats back over to ramp side.
It's not a good plan. They might have to play a little bit closer than this.
East Marshals at range could definitely maybe get something done, but they do get away safely. Valen catches the cross on Nismo. That should do it. Should being a keyword.
Too many targets on this Sonic game. Valen is 1 away from his ult as we go into this bonus round. We get to buy another rifle into it with the pistol saved.
You know, a 1-for-1 force buy. They're still going to be able to afford quite a bit here coming into this next round, but
they're gonna go for this orb for sure.
They think they were hoping to.
Yeah, this is like a pretty decent bonus round. It's 4 rifles. One of them is a Guardian, one of them is a Bulldog, but still, they're not tied down to SMGs. Although Jonah P does decide to spec down the one.
Oh, you
to make sure you get some utility. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Placing swamp grenade.
The selfless teammate dropping the rifle over to Valen. And he's on a heater right now. Why not?
I'll say. Quick dash through here. Control over through A. Quick rebuttals though from the guard.
Yeah, so fast over towards that.
And look at what Tex has done in the meantime.
Respect this, yeah. Oh, over the top. Lots of damage. Oh my goodness. And then Valen follows up with a second. Fragment down, Valen getting a lot of damage his way. M80 still have a chance to rotate quickly. They have not allowed the spike to be planted as of yet. Cosmic Divide could be used here for Valen if they feel like they need it. Trent sees
with the plan, they get Astro as well. Oh man.
And actually, a couple of shots do tag John Cutie and M80 maybe to consider saving here. Looks like they will.
Oh,
yeah, they are gonna tuck their tail between their legs and kiss this round goodbye.
This is gonna be
rough.
rough.
Don't have a way back in. Dude, I have to say, there's no stat for this, but the amount of times we've seen Tex miss his first opportunity, but then keep his composure and find the follow-up chance, it's been remarkable this game.
Absolutely.
I mean, you look at the first half,
2 armor rebuys,
where he kind of
3 people that are gonna get 1,000,
or maybe he didn't quite land the blades that he wanted, but he'd follow up
2-9 for the people that are dead.
Nasty shot or 2. And that tap he got over the
3,000 obviously for everyone alive. Oh boy, it's
the
best. It is literally the best bonus the guard could have ever hoped for.
From that point forward on that round.
And it was a nice idea as well. I think they realized that they were going to go fight early over towards A main, so they decided to go fast up, but they also had pressure over towards A main. So that was really smart. And then instead of getting the orb, they decided to know that they were going to get the space, and obviously Astra will get the plant if it goes well. So it was like playing off the fact that Astra is 1 orb away, knowing that they were going to fight for the orb and just doing something else. Mate,
I guess, dude.
look at him go.
Yes, we're like trying to build. Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Energy. Maybe trying to taunt M80 a little bit since they're behind. Try to rat them a little bit. All right. It's been a long day. Lend us your energy, crowd. Let's build a spirit bomb here.
This was loving it.
Yeah, he's like, he knows what's up. He's not worried. M80 timeout, but Happy's not doing a lot of talking. Curious. Maybe he's kind of letting everyone kind of share their piece.
I mean, it's been such a well-rehearsed map for both these 2 teams. May not need anything besides just small adjustments, because it feels like a lot of these rounds have come down to a lot of 1v1s, 2v2s, things of the nature.
Sure.
No need to rewrite the book.
Does seem like the guard are starting to inch towards that finish line.
Sure
Get
feels
that
that
final
way.
map they need to hoist that trophy and punch their ticket to VCT next year and the year thereafter. But M80, again, a formidable opponent on Pearl. Very comfortable here. Very easily could turn this thing back around and challenge for a 5th map. No doubt in my mind they're capable. So much talent on this squad. They've been so resilient all year long, winning the midseason face-off, winning challengers.
Saving for the op.
taking some knocks.
Gonna take the hit on this one.
On stage, but then making a crazy lower bracket run to get back to these grand finals. You cannot count them out.
EU sees some information, backs up very quickly. Seas will be spent here trying to lock this in place, followed by the haunt for intel. Help on the way. Xander's needs to be stepping in right next to it, and Xander gets
he did
two.
really well.
Joda does at least provide one trade.
Really
still
well.
alive, if not a little worse for wear, down to 70 HP. Trent trying to cut things off by playing a bit forward and towards Flower side. The same was the idea.
Look at the HPs though.
Oh, find some
he
success
hit
on
that?
his side, but it's only marginal. Down to Jonah P.
Damn, they hit some shots here. Fair play, that was impressive. Shout out to Xander. He did probably way more than he should have been doing there.
Like I said, don't count them out. While the Guard were certainly getting a little bit of wind in their sails and inching towards the finish line, M80 are
and they get the op out as
around
well
and
now.
Still a team that can get the job done. They've shown their composure and perseverance multiple times throughout these last couple of weeks, facing the odds of the lower bracket, battling their way through, getting revenge against Union.
The taunting of the crowd? Bro, I think they're honestly having a good time.
Really go either way as it has.
I think they were literally just
Equal
loving
series
life.
thus far, 2-2.
It didn't feel like taunting. Like they weren't exactly doing anything
As
bad.
far as overall best of threes, best of fives
Vibing.
each other so far this year goes. Credits are a little bit vulnerable right now for M80. They're
Yeah,
not
op
the
goes
ones
out
yet,
over
despite a big win
towards
there.
middle as well. Knife goes in over towards A. They hits 2, I'm pretty sure. Wait, they're taking this so fast. Okay, fake A. Does it cause a rotate? 1, 2, rotating at the moment. B is starting to get walked on, and Tex has absolutely owned it. That's one way to sell it. They knife this as well. What a perfect round. We need to start looking over towards here because the money with a 1-9 loss bonus on top is devastating. They're going to 3-person save again. That's outrageous, man. Their money gets even better. 5 people, they took 1 bullet. Man, Tex has been great.
And also the
He's been
wherewithal
great.
to like
Fair play.
entry quick and then immediately divert back to art and then just catch Koala Noob in such a tough spot. Like, you can't expect Koala to do much there.
No, not at all. I mean, and the thing about it was, we also see John Cutie play that spot a lot. So I mean,
It was
you have to.
it was a really good call.
You back up, you watch that cross. There's
Yeah, it was a
gonna be
really,
high
really
chance
good
you're
call.
gonna make contact again.
Yep. But just to be, instead of taking it further through sight, to take it back through art.
Agreed.
That's
Yep.
so brilliant, man.
Yep.
It's a nice little change up.
Texas is done at the moment. Although EU Nismo will force him to
Okay,
be
a
done.
little bit of econ damage,
So a couple of
but
fadeaway kills will
they got so
see
much, it's
M80
kind of fine.
Carry these 3 weapons into the next round.
Yeah, that was a nice fake. Util looked
Yep,
good.
got the
Put the
op back, so
KO
that's a big
into it
part.
as well.
Yep. And it's gonna be a judge
Double-
for Xander here,
double
maybe,
kill worked out pretty
thinking
well.
about it.
He does get dropped a rifle from a teammate. I believe that was Nismo who was able to drop him. It was either him or John Cutie, not sure. Either way, they're able to get a full buy here, but their credits are running scarce. If they lose this round, they are
Comes
in
a
a
bad
lot
hit.
of trouble.
The guy ate a flash, though. The first person that died ate a flash bacon, so I'm not sure how much he knew about it.
Important round, very important round. Opening knife can be sent right on over to top of A. EU's caught by that, backs up immediately. There'll be no further focus. Offensive gravity well, not going to catch anybody on the opening entrance towards A. Aldrone to follow. The guard maybe showing a bit of pressure, but once more, they're just here to collect orbs and back off.
Yeah, a lot of
But
pressure
here's
over
the
towards
problem.
this.
Quad pushed all the way up Long Beach in the meantime. This is something that M80 have not had in the past.
Chad,
They felt
this
early A
is
pressure. They didn't have map control for
kind
the
of it,
intel
really.
to really be able to kind of
Because you
understand
lose this,
exactly
you
what they were
equal,
up
you're
against.
on,
Now they
you're
do.
up against
Walla has a
12,
great position.
12-7.
The only thing that's
This is a
vulnerable
must-win
speed
run
link,
for
but there is
M80.
that alarm bot at least keeping tabs on it.
Look at this money on these 3.
The thing is, the guard should be
It's out
very
of
familiar
control.
with the setup. They pull the
Alarm bot's
exact
here.
same
We
thing
heavy
out on
stack
their
over
defensive
towards
map.
A. We
Sure.
hold this
So
information.
they
This
do the
alarm
alarm
bot going
bot.
down
Star gets put over
does
towards
create
B-Link. They're
the
thinking
pressure
that
that
maybe
this could be
M80 rotate
happening.
over. That's not the case. We're gonna get a 5v4
Maybe they
on
don't.
site here.
Maybe they don't wait enough.
Darts coming out, stepping forward.
someone
with
has to go
Xander and EU, but they
huge.
don't trade out well.
You got your
EU
roll,
still
but-
trying to hold the ground for as long as it be possible, but there's just
Let's go
everything
2
being
more.
thrown at them.
Yeah,
John
okay, this
Cutie doing
one.
what he
I
can
think
to
that.
hold
I think
on,
that
but
might be
he
it.
can only do so
Honestly.
much. And now Koala Noob is
M80
left on
are
his
most
lone
likely
sub
gonna have
1v3,
to
and the team will
stop
make the
5
call, save the
chances
op.
from
We're gonna have to
12-7.
use that to hopefully win the next round.
He's going to be the hero next round. He's going to have to be. That's like basically the one main weapon they're going to have. They might be able to force buy a little bit around it. I'm not sure with their loss bonus now. Maybe there's still some ways back in. But you're going to be put in a tough spot this next round because the guard are up 11-7. You do not want to give them free map in Series 1. So you're going to want to spend probably every cent you have. But what is it going to leave you with? It's going to definitely leave you a lot worse for wear compared to these last couple
Once
of
was
rounds.
enough.
Where the guard, honestly, man, have really picked up the pace. And usually they use these types of plays for kind of change-ups, but they've actually made it the forefront of their offense this half. And hold the focus. Quality may not save this op.
You would love this op. Nice shot.
Wow. Okay.
That was narrowly saved.
Wow. But you have to have it. I mean, and the thing is, those kills actually get him, what, on knives right now, right, too? So he's got extra kill potential? Okay, there's chances here that M80 can still bounce back into this one, but everyone else is going to be pretty worse for wear.
Yeah, indeed they are. Stingers, aplenty, Sheriff for EU.
One off the knives.
The thing is, if Koala would have had a rifle, you could drop it and have knives, and that would have expanded.
Save him for the next really low buy.
You don't really want to drop that to anyone else. You want Koala to have it, so you can't really spread the weapon.
Koala's the only person with like the real devastating gun. Holding solo over towards B.
Opening contact, trying to come through, and it will through mid-map.
Oh, Tex full flash gets this kill. God damn. He's been crazy this map. His impact is ridiculous.
Are looking over to Quality. He's going to have to try to do something amazing. He's going to have to win this round.
And look at M80. They have to make this fast rotation over towards the A side of the map. They have to respect the pressure that they have felt. The thing is,
taking a gamble.
Right, the guard are playing right into it. They have no presence
anywhere else.
They have a turret watching their mid flank, but they have no, real control. They don't know what's going on the B side, so they're going to commit to an A hit, and they're going to run into the stack. This could be a problem.
The vision isn't blocked. Oh my god, that flash though. Yeah, but they saw two.
Now they know. The kill, and now, yep, they do. Full rotation back, but
they're gonna go back. John is gonna hear them, but he's the guy with Killjoy. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, there's another one here through door. Does Jet get here in time?
Or is it gonna be A? And they've chosen incorrectly. Xander's gonna catch another on knife. Quality there to try to set up. And
oh my god, this is the biggest one-on-one ever.
He's got time to go all the way back, and
he does.
Quality is gonna try to again predict this.
Bot coming back.
His Killjoy. This is actually the biggest one-on-one ever. Oh boy, okay, well that ended fast. Okay, this is... It's back on. Holy hell, that was wild. They full ran into this guy. The 3v5. 3v5. They went over towards hit A. They lost one. Cool was to book it over towards B. Then they meet one in middle. Then they book it over towards here. Dude, everyone had their knife out every single time they met people.
Have really that much time to check it efficiently either. I mean, the clock was running pretty low. And then, yeah, Koala doesn't even need any time in that clutch. He finds it the first chance he gets.
Yeah, the belief comes back after that one.
M80 afloat, but
it's a good
not
timeout.
Out of the woods yet.
It's a good timeout.
And the reason I say that is because they do have to rebuy several players. They took a lot of damage that round despite the victory. That's going to keep the credits very low. And so if Guard can come right back and convert, get to map and series point, M80 are right back with their backs up against the ropes as far as what type of spending power they're going to have. So this is a tense moment.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Bacon. Stop trying to get me to say stuff.
Just to kind of put a little marination on all this, if we do see map 5, expect to see something similar. I think that's going to be another one of those even battlegrounds where both teams have very distinct play styles.
First 3 maps worth watching back. Honestly, you can probably skip Haven. You can probably skip Haven unless you're a Guard fan.
I don't know either.
Then you should watch Haven.
Yes, sir.
The other maps have been great though. Fast and Fad map are really good.
Man, the amount of weight on this next round. It could be a series decider in all reality. Both teams have 2 ults to their name, both with the lockdown. Hunter's Fury for Trent. EU has his ult as well. Trent can kind of cancel out John Cutie as far as lockdown's concerned, but he can also use it to help pave the way forward for one of these attacks.
Knife goes in, hits no one. So they know they're not taking early A control. Could be taking it late.
Opening block, drawn out.
Oh boy.
Bodyguard from Fallon works out.
Oh, the flash. The flash again. For God's sake, every single time. It's just the best flash I've ever seen. Nicely done.
Xander getting 2, EU the 3rd. And just like that, opening first blood countered in numbers with M80, but the secondary fight rings out, and it's Valen who
2v3 ended real fast. Valen manages to get that at the end. God damn. Individually, they, like, all of the guard have looked on. 4 chances. 4 of them.
They had no business winning this round. Xander and company run them right through the Vitamix, and it does indeed blend. But then the push through long from Valen and Trent. The exchange is back and forth. Valen winds up with 3 when it's all said and done. And despite the odds, despite how bad things look after that,
okay, 4 chat, look at this buy. Oh boy.
And now look at
they need to use these ults into it. 4 chances for the guards to get into. Oh boy, franchise.
Yeah.
And they're going for B-Link again. They just don't
Wait,
care.
wait, someone's gonna shoot this drone. Oh, the knife hit. The knife hit just in time. Okay, well that's 1 ult out of them. And they get nothing for it other than some map control back, forced them back a little bit. But the original plan was to be hit, so that's not too bad. Do they know that Killjoy's got to this area? Yep. Okay. He gets out of there for free, to be honest. Mate, who is this on site? Xander has to do everything if they go fast.
And he doesn't have a comfortable place to play from. He's getting challenged from both sides.
Oh my god. Okay, he has to get at least, he has to get 1 because he's in the roughest spot I've ever seen.
Stays away from a lot of the opening damage. Here comes the hit.
Just when you thought it can get any worse, it gets a little bit worse for him. It's 2, of course. Fair play. He gets 2 there.
Will get a handful on the opening.
You can just use this ult against them, Killjoy back.
Still staying safe behind the Cosmic Divide.
Mate, might want to save it, honestly, in the 2v4, I guess.
2v4 situation.
Yeah, he wants to save it for other rounds. They're feeling confident on this one.
Gets the first. And now it's just down the net on 49 HP.
Oh, okay. Did use it in the end.
Defensive lockdown spent. Net gets the first. Flash out. Timing not there for Net, and that's going to lead to Quality of getting the defuse.
Okay, 4 chances down to 3. We'll count it down. The guards still have 1 timeout, so anytime would be good in my mind. But also, I think M80 used both their timeouts, so if he doesn't want to give them a chance to speak, I understand that as well.
For being planted for a time, buy time for rotations, and ultimately keep M80 in the hunt. That was a very difficult round to face, considering their firepower and considering just the heat of the moment, what this means, how far behind you are in such a critical time. But Xander makes a big play, and now there's still some hope.
Small lifeline for now. A lot of work to be done here. Noob looking for an early first blood, but no, not going to happen. Aldrone trying to follow on in.
Oh god. It's the best agent to dodge it though. Yeah, they take a lot of map control into sight with this big duel. Mate, Tex, man. Tex though.
Can he find anything on
oh, they want to push back sight? Because they know they have Astra ult. It's a good call.
Follow up from Nizzle from behind. Oh, they're going to find a couple of trades. To the 3v3 we go. Jonah
P, 1v2.
trying to hang on.
Wait, 2v2.
Goes the kill feed. Shock Dart chips away at EU, but the health pull for Net is what's most critical at the moment. Time becoming an issue. Shock Dart set
it's not a good plant for
Start gets placed. It's a nebula. EU
oh man, okay. Holy hell, they've done it. They've actually done it.
71 days since the rookies made it to Reykjavik, but today is the day where veterans qualify for VCT. The Guard, your Ascension champions in the Americas region.
And you can see how much this means to them. They have tasted
they get
VCT
everything
before, and they have been successful. You mentioned the qualification.
I mean, they look great. Like, they really look great.
They also
Jonah P, I mean, literally everyone, all 5 of them. Tex really stood out for me, at least in this. Like, Tex really stood out in the best of 5 for me, but Jonah P in playoffs has just been the one.
And they were kind of behind M80.
Valen's calling was legit as well, actually. That deserves a shout out.
Second, oftentimes to them, but when it matters most, with all the pressure and all the marbles on the line,
looks like they're dealing with it well.
Come through, and they
saw
will
some
be
smiles.
your Ascension champions, and they will once again have their chance at playing in VCT.
What a story! What a run! What a final map it was.
Oh,
you can only give respect on both sides of the stage. But in the end, it's going to be the Guard to lift the trophy in an all-North American Grand Finals. One more time. It is your America's Ascension champs, the Guard.
Hey, nicely done, honestly.
And the biggest thing, Dust, is the transformation. From that first moment in 2022 qualifiers, and how about this? Now, all of a sudden, a chance to compete at the highest level.
And they are certainly a deserving squad. M80 deserving too. Commiserations to them. They obviously had a brilliant year winning the midseason face-off and winning Challengers North America, coming through the lower bracket, battling against the odds and making it to the grand finals to once again face their rivals in the Guard. But this time, the Guard is a touch better. And now there is no question shift. The score has been settled. It's no longer even.
True.
The Guard up overall.
Restacks, thank you, bro. Give them both a spot. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, sadly. Restacks, thanks for the 8 months, bro. Text 9 to 2 in terms of first kills, first deaths on Pearl.
The last time
9
the Guard had
to
a chance
2.
to play up against a lot of those American VCT teams, they took him down to the Tarek Ludwig Invitational.
Yep.
So you have to know that everyone who's been watching, that's part of that VCT run from this last year. There is no doubt you have to be looking at these guys as a major threat when they eventually start back up again.
Absolutely. Valen, now a veteran IGL. Trent, one of the best initiators out there. Tex, you know, a guy who certainly proved himself in the chamber meta, has now proved himself to be a true duelist. Net, often just overlooked and underrated in that Sentinel role. I think
Honestly, fair play. Looks like most of the crowd did stay.
Jonah P, the man kind of in the background, the more supportive element. But man, he had a brilliant performance throughout Ascension. He really
M80 will get picked up, I imagine.
Again,
So
MVP,
let's see what they decide to do.
It could be Tex or Trent, honestly. I could go either way.